All right, today we're going to deconstruct the entire system behind the world's biggest creator, Jimmy Donaldson, or as you know him, Mr. Beast. We are pulling back the curtain on the videos, the businesses, and the mindset that built this media empire that's unlike anything we've ever seen. So let's just dive right in.
You know, it's the big question, isn't it? How do you take what starts as a hobby and turn it into this massive, sprawling web of companies, charities, and investments? Well, Mr. Beast did it, and the answer really starts with a level of dedication that's, well, it's almost hard to wrap your head around.
And that quote right there, that's the key. For him, this isn't some job he clocks into. He literally says, it's baked in my DNA, that this need to create flows in my blood. This isn't a 9-to-5. It's a 24/7 obsession that has been fueling him for pretty much his entire life.
So to really get the empire, you've got to understand the mind that built it. Before we even touch on the millions of dollars in these huge companies, let's look at the personal philosophy that's driving every single decision he makes.
And this is what's really wild. His view on taking time off. For you or me, a vacation is a chance to recharge, right? But for Jimmy, he says that taking time off actually makes him feel depressed, like he's genuinely losing his sanity. It's just this relentless, all-consuming drive to constantly be making something.
So, all that obsessive energy, where does it go? Well, it's not just being poured into a YouTube channel with a ton of views. No, it's building a complex, diversified, and unbelievably lucrative business empire.
And here's just a snapshot of how he leverages that massive audience. You've got Beast Burger, his virtual restaurant chain. You've got Feastables, his snack company. Then there's the huge merchandising operation. But beyond that, he owns a company that dubs his and other creators' channels into different languages, and he's even developing mobile apps.
And just to give you a sense of the scale we're talking about, Beast Burger alone has cleared over $100 million in sales. That's just one branch of this empire. You know, he makes a great point. You might buy merch twice a year, but you could order a burger multiple times a week. It's a total recurring revenue machine.
But here's the thing. All of these businesses are powered by one central engine, and that's the main YouTube channel. And the investment it takes to create that core product, it's absolutely staggering.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. $3 to $4 million every single month. And that's just for the main channel. His other channels, like Beast Reacts and Mr. Beast Gaming, they cost hundreds of thousands more on top of that. And we haven't even factored in the operating costs for Feastables and Beast Burger yet.
And it's not just about the money, right? It's the time. It took 1,700 collective hours from his editing team to craft just one video. This isn't some simple point-and-shoot operation. We're talking about massive, cinematic productions that demand an incredible amount of work.
So you're probably asking, why does it take so long? Well, it's because a video is almost never finished after the first edit. The team will literally re-edit an entire video 5, 6, sometimes even 7 times, just testing out different story structures and pacing to find what works best. It's a relentless, iterative process of just pure perfectionism.
Okay, so this brings us to the big question. How can anyone possibly sustain spending millions of dollars a month on YouTube videos? Well, the answer is a financial engine at the very heart of the entire operation, what we can call the reinvestment flywheel.
It's actually a pretty simple cycle, but it's incredibly powerful. Step 1, pour millions into making the absolute best, most original videos you possibly can. Step 2, that attracts a colossal audience. Step 3, that audience generates revenue from ads, sponsorships, and all his other businesses. And now, here's the kicker, the most important step. He reinvests all of it back into making even bigger, crazier, and more expensive videos.
So how on earth is he able to reinvest everything? It's by making a conscious choice to live, well, completely differently. Well, a typical CEO might be focused on their $10 million mansion or a fleet of luxury cars. Mr. Beast just cuts all of that out. He has zero personal debt and literally lives in a room at his studio.
And you can hear it in his own words right here. This super minimalist lifestyle isn't just a personal preference, it's a core business strategy. It gives him the freedom to go all in, to pour every single dollar back into that flywheel without being held back by mortgages or car payments.
Okay, so the flywheel is spinning faster than ever. The videos are getting grander. Where is this all going? For Mr. Beast, this is just the beginning. The goal is nothing short of, well, global domination.
The roadmap is clear, and it is ambitious. He's planning to launch mobile games for his gaming audience, release new Feastables products like cookies, and open over 100 physical Beast Burger locations.
And this is all happening while he's expanding his international channels and dreaming up even more mind-blowing videos, like putting a rocket on a car just to see how many buses it can jump. Insane!
And that brings us to our final question here. We've deconstructed the business, the mindset, the strategy, the whole machine. But when one creator has an average audience of 100 million people, a group he feels he's inspiring to do good in the world, it's not really about business anymore, is it? It's about a fundamental shift in media. So what does it mean when a single person commands an audience larger than most countries,